Hello me dears and welcome back to Let's Play Dark Souls 3. Still a little bit snot-souled at the moment because I'm actually recording this directly after the last video. I'm going to have a cup of tea. A little bit of chai tea to make me feel better. Okay, right. Before we head out into the main game, this has all just been the introduction by the way, this is not the main game. Before we do that, the stuff that we need to have a look at. You bastard. Yeah, this is gonna stand us in such bloody good stead, I can't even tell you. Killing that mimic was well worth it. Right, you. Pack it. Okay, is there anything up here? Lots of dead knights. These are all knights of Lothric, by the way. Lots of them around, and these guys, look, the dead pilgrims. Everywhere. They've all come to Lothric at the end of the world, and they thought that they'd find something here, some meaning, some answer, and they found nothing. Decrepitude. It's really sad, actually. They found the death of everything here. Because that's where we are. We're at the very end of everything, of all things. Lothric Nighthelm, that might be useful. Nah. Aha! I know it's kind of cheating. Kind of, but... well, it's not. It's part of the game, you know, so... look at them. It's like they came here looking for some salvation, some answer, and it just hasn't happened. Now this guy is very interesting. He is phenomenally tough for this level of the game, but there is a trick to him. Get his attention, lead him down here, go through the door, and he can't hit you in here. We want to go talk to her. Where'd he go? Hey, blue boy, where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Okay. Decided to turn your back on me, did you? That's alright, I suppose. Woo! You coming? Good. Come on then. Come on. Come on. I mean, proper Dark Souls players, not me, but proper Dark Souls players can actually beat this guy quite handily at this level of the game, but I'm not a proper Dark Souls player, so, you know. I'm just a video game player who happens to like Dark Souls. There's an important distinction. Which is why I'm doing it the cheapest way imaginable. Yeah. Oh, it's working against us now, too. Aha! Aha! Come on, then. Aha! Complete bastard. What? But is he worth killing? Sometimes. Depends. Depends on lots of different factors. Aha! There we go. Is he going to drop anything? An ember! That was worth it. Interesting area of the game, this chapel. We will be coming back here later on. Not quite yet, because this is the way into Lothric proper. Hello.
Ah, the wait has been long, unkindled one.
Has it?
I am Emma, High Priestess of Lothric Castle.
Alright.
Allow me to speak frankly. You will not find the Lords of Cinder here. They
I
have
know.
left, gone, to their journey homes, converging at the base of this castle. Head to the bottom of the high wall, forge on through the great gate, and raise this banner to proceed.
There we go. Small Lothric banner. Okay.
This farewell gift is for you. It is the insignia of an old covenant.
Okay.
If you fear trespassers, dark spirits drawn by the embers, then etch this upon your heart.
Useful.
And the old Concord will beckon noble blue sentinels to hunt these foul spirits.
Yeah, classic. The Way of Blue. That's one of the.
What is wrong, unkindled one?
Your face is wrong.
Are you not a Lord Seeker? Head to the base of the high wall and seek the Lords of Cinder.
All right. Jeez.
Is this not the calling of your kind since ages past?
All right. Pushy, pushy, pushy. You can do something really interesting here. You can kill her, and that will trigger a boss from... It's a boss that you shouldn't be fighting at this level, let's put it that way. You do have to kill it eventually, but it's very, very hard, very cool. And if you can kill it, and I'm sure there are people who have, then you can get to a very, very high level area of the game phenomenally early, which is nice, isn't it? Right. Before I do anything, I'm just going to travel, and I'm just going to go to Firelink Shrine and spend the souls I got fighting Vort. I do love chai tea. I love it very much. Not Tai Chi, that's a different thing. Chai tea. Anywho, there she is.
Welcome home, I shall speak.
Hi.
Very well. Then
Level me up, woman!
nourishment.
Okay, so let's go for Vitality, because we don't have much of that, and that's apparently fairly essential at this point, so there we go.
Farewell, Ashen One.
Farewell, Ashen One.
May the flames guide thee.
Ooh, I could just smack you with this, I really could. I'm not going to, but I could. Nope, I don't think he can level me up at the moment. Right. Got some fairly decent weapons on us. Let's head Vort of the Boreal Valley. We will be going to the Boreal Valley. It's an interesting place, to say the least. A very interesting place. Okie dokie. Yes, it has the same load times as Bloodborne, because the engine's a bit more complex, so the load times are long in Dark Souls 3. It's a slight fly in the ointment, perhaps. Even so, it's still my favourite. So shut up. When it's ready. When it's ready. Okay, right. If we head out this way, something rather familiar should happen. Oh, look at that. Isn't it beautiful? Look at that. You can even see, you can see the places we're going to go in the distance, look. How amazing is that? I never noticed that before. Cathedral of the Deep. That is gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. Okay. You may recognize the creatures that are going to turn up in this cutscene. Raise the banner high, we were told, and that's exactly what we're doing. God, he's a gloomy looking son of a bitch, isn't he? Oh, remember these guys? It's the demons from, not Ilium Lois, from Anor Londo, or Anal Rodeo as people tend to call it these days. And they're doing exactly the same thing, they're carrying us to where we need to be. It's interesting, isn't it, that? You see how it sort of echoes and mirrors Dark Souls 1? It's very clever, it's very clever. Here we are. This is the Undead Settlement. Look at that, isn't it beautiful? Look at that. You see the big giant on the tower? We need to be wary of him. Because he's firing that bow at all and sundry. Without much in the way of discrimination, so we need to be rather careful there. Okay, what have we got? What have we got? Hello, what have you got? Large soul of a deserted corpse. Nothing major, really. You can even hear the bow in the distance. That's really cool. I believe that's the Cathedral of the Deep over there. Which is a wretched, horrible place that we will be going. This is a nice little set piece. Watch, they open the gates, and what happens? Uh-oh. Dogs come out and massacre all these hopefuls. How horrible is that? Totally unnecessary, but you know. Hi, right? So I'm going to do my bit and massacre the dogs. Aren't I? God, the way it chucks them around, it's amazing. You alright, you? Gotcha. Okay, right. Now, I want to head this way before I do anything. This is very Bloodborne too, isn't it? I get the impression a lot of assets were reused between Dark Souls 3 and Bloodborne. I may be wrong. Oh. Why isn't he swinging? There we go. Alluring skull. Not two words you often find together, really. You're gonna just sit and twitch there, are you? Look at these. They all came to Lothric seeking some... Oh look, one of them's alive.
Please, grant me death. Undo my shackles.
Hi. You alright?
Oh, then it's true. A champion
Odd-looking
of Ash
creature.
as I live and breathe.
I'm not sure you do live and breathe,
Being in
mate.
your presence is a great honor.
Cheers.
I am Yol of Londor, a pilgrim, as you can see, only somehow I failed to die as was ordained.
Okay.
Well, perhaps my calling lies elsewhere.
Maybe.
Say, champion of Ash, how does the idea of taking me into your service strike you?
I know he sounds quite
I was
sinister,
once a sorcerer. Surely I can be of use.
but he's actually quite cool. Yeah, except...
I am honored, truly. I should be dead, yet you have granted me purpose anew.
I like Yol.
I, Yol of Londor, do solemnly swear myself to
Really?
you.
That was easy. Thanks, man. None of the others are alive. Ooh, fuck. Dragon. Big, big, big dragon. Oh, look down there. That is Faron's Swamp. We'll be going there too. That's one of my favourite areas of the game. I am fairly certain it used to be Ilium Lois once upon a time. The architecture and the layout is very, very, very similar. It's another example of what you find in this game, which is worlds tending together. Old worlds being sort of flung together willy-nilly. It's kind of cool. I like this place, the Undead Settlement. It's a little community of undead creatures that is so overflowing with corpses they don't know what to do with them anymore, so they're just crammed everywhere. Hey up! Good out! They've got these sort of, this almost like rural quality to them. It's like a farming community almost. Okay, cool. Right, anything here? Anything at all? Do not fall there. Okay. Hi! Yeah, he's still firing at creatures or people or whatever. You bastard with a pitchfork! How dare you? God, look at that. It's amazing, isn't it? Love the way this game interlinks. Oh, Jesus God. Yeah, they really don't know what to do with their undead round here. So they're just all sort of stuffed into carts and into bags, and some of them have got, like, mandrake roots growing through them. It's all very weird. Hi. Small leather shield. I don't think we'll be partaking of that. Oh, look at that. Some of those are alive, by the way, so you need to be careful. Well, I say alive, and it's in the loosest possible sense of that term, obviously. Oh, little grey rat style theme. Pains in the arse, they are. You find them all the way through the game. Little shits is what they are. Right, now. Another mandrake fruit guy. What's dying? Something keeps dying. Charcoal pine bundle. Are you alive? No. Now, if we go out here, you see this this corpse here. Let's cut it down. Oh, fuck. Well, that was bad. We'll head back up, actually, because we need to cut that down. That is actually what Grey Rat sent us to find. Let's get the thieves down first and get them killed. Because they're pains and they need to die. Much tougher than they look, by the way. Much tougher. They've got blowpipes and all sorts. Yeah, they're kind of frenzied fighters too, so you need to be careful. I'm hoping one of them gives me their hat, because I love the hood. Ooh. Oh, it's much more consistently horrific, I would say, than the other Dark Souls games are. Much more consistently horrific. It's because there's no hope left. Everything's done at this point. There we go. Now we can go down and get that. Oh, hello. Didn't know you were here. Yeah. Repair powder. Not as big a deal in this game. Because, yeah, your weapons can break, but it's not like Dark Souls 2 where they break because you look at them funny. It takes a lot for your weapons to break in this game. You need to be away from a bonfire for a long time. Because the bonfires automatically repair your items, so... Oh, yes. Look at these guys. Hundreds of them. Hundreds. Now, you may be forgiven for thinking this is... going, oh no, this is going to be another Dark Souls 2 situation, isn't it? And it... Loretta's bone. It can be, but it doesn't have to be. For this reason. It's very amusing, isn't it? And also, you can just skirt around them. You see that rather rotund lady there? That's a priestess of the deep. They've come from the Cathedral of the Deep to preach a particular gospel to these guys. Not a very pleasant one either, by all accounts. The Gospel of the Deep. Not good. You never really find out what the deep is. It's this abstract concept. Oh, no, we need to be very careful of her. She's very tough. And she can curse us as well, so let's run away a little bit. Let's get our bearings a little. Oh, she's fast too. Fuck. Jesus, I forgot how fast they are, actually. Who are you calling? Did you hear what she called me? They're tough. Look how much... Ah, that's a gnawing spell. We need to be careful of that. Very nasty. Whoop! Whoop! Yeah, very tough. The priestesses. Whoop! Whoop! Especially when they're backed up by little zombies with pitchforks. That homes in, look, as well. They're insects. It's actually a swarm of insects that she casts at you. Gotcha. She was the real threat here, so that's that sorted. Oh dear. Ugh. Odd creatures, aren't they, eh? Not nice. Not nice at all. Okay. Oh, bloody Nora. Yeah, really had no idea what to do with their dead, did they? No idea. Right. God almighty. Yeah, but apparently this is where these undead guys live. Nice. Well, live, you know, in commas, in quotation marks. Live. Come on then. Aha! That old rule of letting them strike first really holds true. Hey! Okay. Oh, bloody hell, this is a great area. Right, now let me think. There are multiple ways to go here. I'm trying to think of the best way to go. There's a well here. I think across the bridge is the best way to go from here. I mean, we'll cover everything eventually. But there's a lot of stuff that we need to uncover that we can't really miss out on, so we need to be careful. God, that axe is good. Right. In particular, there's a pyromancer around here that I want to find. Now, this is tough, actually. There are loads of those annoying little thief guys, and they will spit their blow darts at you willy-nilly. They're actually really tough, so what you want is to get them to come down. Oh, I thought he was going to go off the edge then. That would have pleased me. But no. Whoop, fuck, 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 fuck. Right. Anything down here? Or is it just a pointless area? I think it's just a little bit of respite from the blow darts. Right. Oh, I can't get them from here. Fuck. That's annoying. Aha! Oh, you bastard! He got me in the back! Oh well. Don't worry. We can get back here relatively easily. Relatively easily. And it gives us a chance to sort of double up on our souls as well. So it's no problem, really. It's really not. But I do want to release that, that pyromancer when I get 2 minutes. Okay, so we're getting pretty comprehensively massacred by those little bastards, it seems. So we may have to approach that in a slightly cleverer way, a little bit more cautiously. I mean, fucking hell, look at this environment. It is amazing. This world is gorgeous. Did you see the giant up there firing his arrows? All of this sort of exists in real time. So it's not just immediate, it's not just a video game environment. And I think that's something, actually, that Dark Souls 3 does better than any of the Dark Souls games. All of this world, all of those areas, those are places we will visit. There's the Cathedral of the Deep. What else have we got? Oh, there's so many places. It is beautiful. Lothric is my favourite, and the surrounding environments, Lothric and the surrounding environments, are my favourite areas in any of the Dark Souls games. I think they are just superb. Their colour palette is slightly muted compared to, say, Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 2 had this incredible variety of colour in it compared to the other Dark Souls games. But I actually prefer the consistency, the sort of consistent ethos you get from Dark Souls 3. There is this overarching sense of morbidity, which fits with the game, as though everything is just winding down. Everything is just, it's over, it's done. You know? That's the nature of this game. That's the nature of Lothric itself and of the metaphysics. It's over. There's no hope anymore. Insofar as there might have been any hope in the Dark Souls universe, like in the cycles that were established in Dark Souls 2, that just doesn't exist anymore. Everything is broken and diseased and winding down profoundly, which is something I really, really like. And this area is deceptive. It's actually really bloody hard. What you really want to do, you don't want to play this like Dark Souls 2, where all the enemies come at you at once. You want them one at a time. That's how this game is designed to be played. You may notice the individual enemies, their hits take off a lot more than they would in Dark Souls 2, or even Dark Souls 1. Uh-oh. Fuck, she's noticed. She needs to die. Because she's gonna be a problem. Whoa, fuck. Ah, you bastard. Gnawing damage, not nice. That's a dark miracle that she's using there. It's a miracle of the deep that she's using, which is really, really difficult to overcome. Oh, fuck. I need to put my, Oh, God, she's fast as well. Faster than she looks. You want to be careful of her. Oh, fuck! You see that embrace that she did there? Picks you up, embraces you, and then proceeds to absolutely fucking massacre you with it. Really tough enemies, particularly for this level of the game. Very nasty enemies indeed. Whoa. Whatever you say, lady, whatever you say. Oh fuck, look at the health they take off. So much. We can actually get that spell, it's really good. Oh fuck. Yeah, she's proper tough. She's a proper tough enemy. You've got to be really careful. Actually, now that I think about it, we got a shard, didn't we? Oh, yes. Be very, very careful. What you really want is a long-range weapon, something like a halberd or something to take her down. Because if you get close to them, they can do some real damage to you. Excellent. Excellent. That's what we want. That's definitely what we want. What have you got? Worker gloves. Nothing that significant. Unless you happen to like this sort of farmer zombie look. Huh? Cool. What did you drop? 4-prong plow. Not a weapon most people will be using into the end game, that's for damn sure. Although I'm sure some people have done it. I've no doubt there are people who have done it. Dark Souls players really do like to challenge themselves with this shit. Okay, right. Ooh, yes. So you've got an interesting setup here. You want to antagonize one of them. That's it. Here's the other. Get him to strike. Get him to strike, then hit him. There we go. That's what we like. Okay, now, we don't want to go under there yet. If we go under that way now, there'll be an enemy that drops down on us from above. This enemy here, actually. Though those enemies, rather. Which we do not want. Aha! See, they're little vicious bastards, these guys. They only look small, but I'm telling you, they're nasty pieces of work. You want to be really damn careful of them. There's a lot to do in this burg as well. Lots of secrets. That's another thing I love about Dark Souls 3. You can come back to areas and there are always things to discover. Always. Hello? Need to be careful in here. Need to be very careful indeed. Ooh, that's nice. The ethos, the sort of story of this area is that it's a place where the undead gather, but there's just too many of them. They don't know what to do with them, so they're doing everything they can to sort of store them, I suppose. You want to be careful here. That is alive. Yeah. A lot of these are alive, actually. You want to be very careful of them. Charcoal pine resin, nothing that significant. Some of them are alive, some of them aren't. You just need to be careful. Let's just chop this guy down, because he's got something for us. Large soul of a deserted corpse. Anything alive here? No. One there, though. That's alive. And I believe this one's alive, too. No? Oh, that is surprising. This is sort of a kitchen area. Oh yeah, we can drop down in there, actually. If we drop down from this way and open it from the other side. Now, what is this? Warrior of Sunlight medal. Oh, on a sort of torture rack thing. Nice. This is Esther Soup. This replenishes your energy, which is quite cool. Ugh. You can definitely tell that they were working on Bloodborne, can't you? When they did this. It's very Bloodborne. Aha! This guy's really big and really quite tough. You want to be careful of him. He's a bit mental, this guy. So, you see the red eyes? You want to take him, you know, take him down at range if you can. Because he's quite tough. There we go. Interesting. God, look at the light effects and everything. It's a gorgeous looking game. It's reasonably, I mean, it's reasonably old now too. It's advancing in years, but it looks amazing. I mean, it's not just the graphics and how good they are, it's the design of the whole world. I think, for me, Dark Souls 3 just does it. It is amazing. Now, we need to be really bloody careful here. There's one of those priestesses up there on a bridge, and she's going to be hammering us with spells whilst we're dealing with the farmers and whatnot down here. So we need to be really, really bloody careful. And there's lots to find here too. Lots of secret stuff. So again, we need to watch what we're doing. Soul of an Unknown Traveller, that's fine. Time for a sniper, yeah. If you could have a sniper here, that would be really useful. You could start, like, if I had some spells on me, which I don't really at this point, that would be really useful. I will get some eventually, beyond my normal pyromancies. Hello. What's in here? I remember there being a thief in here. On the ceiling or something. No? I thought there was a thief in here. Huh, weird. Maybe it's just, hey, she's already firing at us. One of them. Again, it's sort of the way you play Dark Souls 3. You draw them off. You just sort of draw the enemies away from one another and then fight them. You don't take them all on at once like you used to in Dark Souls 2. Try that, you end up dead. Like, really bloody dead. Yeah, her positioning is really tricky. It's very tricksy indeed. It took me a while to get through this area when I first played it. Because it's a real steep learning curve from the Wall of Lothric. Really steep. The enemies are nastier, the placement is, it's more problematic, it's more difficult to work with, you know? This is the one. There we go. There we are, right. A whip! Utterly useless. One of the things they've never done well in the Dark Souls games, the whips just don't work for some reason. They're not good weapons. Whereas the whip weapons in Bloodborne are actually really bloody good. It's an odd one. I love their vocalizations. Amazing vocalizations. I love it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, well, we're just sort of stuck here for the time being. When we come back, we'll deal with our rotund friend up there. Until then, bye-bye!